Words of Wisdom Wednesday, right? We're going to talk about creating a better lifestyle and using small things that you can do in your everyday life. And I'm going to use one aspect, which is tipping. Now, generally speaking, I'm a horrible tipper. I try to be a good tipper. I thought I was a good tipper, and then I had a friend tell me that I'm not, right? And I give an example here. I didn't even know this. So if you was in a restaurant and let's say the restaurant decided to give you a deal, maybe you had a coupon, maybe they messed up so they give you a discount, and whatever the case may be. So if the tip was $100, if the bill was $100 and they give you a 20% discount and it went down to $80, I would typically tip at the $80. Okay, and let's say the mess up wasn't the waitress, it was maybe the cook in the back didn't cook the burger well enough, although the waitress gave perfect instructions. So I would tip at $80, and that's just what I thought was what I was supposed to do. But I guess, generally speaking, I should have had tipped at $100 because that waitress did not mess up, and she should not be penalized for something she had no control over. Okay, so I should have gave her $20 instead of $8. Okay, but here's what I want to talk about tipping. If you had two options to tip $1 or $2, okay, all things created equal, meaning that you're not financially bound, meaning you're not living off credit, you are not putting yourself in a predicament that you really just can't afford it, then you tip what you can. But if you had an option to tip between $1 and $2, always go for the higher. And I'll tell you why. Use your money or your resources or your assets to help out the next person. And what that's going to do, that's going to really make your day better. If you tip the $1, you'll walk away, but like, man, maybe I should have tipped that $2. Like, I mean, I could afford it. One extra dollar ain't going to break me. That $1 could make that person's life just a little bit better. Why am I being cheap? So you're already putting yourself in a negative mind frame. Okay, if I want to create a positive lifestyle, a positive mind frame, maybe I just go that extra mile and tip that $2. And you never know how that could affect someone else, and that you feel good yourself. And by you feel like, man, I did something good. And that's a pride that you can walk away from and just be in a positive mind frame. Okay, and once again, you helping someone else just a little bit extra. And that could come back forward. I give you another example here. This Christmas, I did my on my bucket list. Can't remember what number it is, but did something really good for a stranger. And what I did, I tipped a pizza driver $100 above what was needed. I didn't realize the reaction I was going to get when I gave the lady the $100. The first thing that she told me is that this is going directly to my daughter. And she started to get emotional and started to cry. And I was like, oh man, you're making me cry. And I realized that, when you go above and beyond and help your fellow man, someone you may not even know, like that's such a beautiful thing you put it into the world. And guess what happened? A lot of times those things come back to you. Okay, I give an example, man. I have my friend help me put up my fireplace, and I was gonna kick him some bones. He turned to me and I was like, hey, here's some money. He was like, Aaron, one of the coaches here, great contractor, He turned to me and he said, don't worry about it, you don't gotta pay me. I was like, what? No, I was like, I don't want to pay you, don't worry about it. He said, I'm paying it forward. I was like, thank you. Like, I mean, he don't need to give me a freebie, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted to do that, so these are things that sometimes when you put this positive energy into the world, it could easily come back to you 10 times over. Or even if it doesn't, like you don't want to do it just so you can get something back. But even if it doesn't, you don't know how it could affect someone, how it could change someone's day, change someone's life. And at the end of the day, it makes your life better as you're creating this positive lifestyle and, helping out your fellow man. So words of wisdom, if you're tipping, tip big. If you can afford it, obviously don't put yourself in a financial bind, but go a little bit extra for someone that may need it, especially with this pandemic and a lot of people losing their job and whatnot. You never know how you can affect someone. So that's my words of wisdom. Wednesday, hard work, dedication. Watch out for my podcast coming back, Hard Work, Bad Decisions, sponsored by Victor and Matt.